Oh yeah, I forgot to tag somebody. I'm gonna tag Teresa and Lee at Stringfield Ridge Farm. I'm gonna tag Simply Jan Homestead. Uh, your tag Jan, and let's see who else. Mary Carter. I'm gonna tag you too. So let's get back to the video. Hello everybody, it's Bub, and I'm doing the 5 life-changing events. Nona Grace did her video, and she left it kind of like a open tag, and I thought that I might do it. I mean, two of my life-changing events was well, it's hard to talk about. So, but the last three is all good. So let's get into it, and let's see what my life was like. All right. When I was probably 3, maybe 4 years old, I started getting sick a lot. And they take me to the doctor and they shoot me up with penicillin, and it's shit me back home. And penicillin will work for a little while, and then I get sick again. And you know how antibiotics do. It doesn't. You keep on using your body gets immune to it. So uh, after two years of this, uh, I started losing my hearing. Uh, they finally take me to a specialist. He does the adenoids and tonsil. Yeah, they took my adenoids and my tonsils. Go back, and I'm still losing it. And what it was, my ears got infected so bad that my eardrums and the bones inside my ears, they rotted out. So I'm not going to make this too long, because last I did try to do a video on this just a little bit ago, and it was like 7 minutes long. So here's the short story. All right, they started doing the operations, and my ears kept on getting worse. So what they did was, I was in school, I think first grade, and each year during summer break, they do an operation on my ear. The first one, they just did the tubes and all that right there, and thought, well, maybe my eardrums and all that would heal up themselves. They didn't. They started getting worse, and they finally just rotted where it had big old holes all in it. And the only thing they could do was, at the time they had a new thing that they was trying, and it was plastic eardrums and steel pins for the bones. So the first year they did this ear here, and they did the plastic eardrum. And the next year, this year, plastic eardrum, and then they started replacing the bones all in there. And then I was about yay tall, and then I mean, like I said, I've had, I think, 6 operations each year, and so that's 12 years that every summer, springtime, I did not have a springs or a summertime break. I was in the hospital. They shaved my head, and they split my ear open and laid it over on my face and did the operations, and I couldn't go in the water or nothing. And the last year that they said that I needed another operation, I said no. I said, I'm having a break for 1 year, and my appendix busted. And which it wasn't bad. I mean, you know, back then, the appendix is pretty bad because they cut you that right there. Now they just give you little incisions. So that is my life-changing event number 1. All right, life-changing event number 2. And I know everybody is like this when they're in their 20s. They think they're 6 foot tall and bulletproof. And I did too, and I made some bad choices. First bad choice is I got in with the wrong crowd, and I started doing drugs. and I was a hyper type person, and I liked being hyper, so I did the upper part of the drugs. So I did them for probably 5, 6 years. Had a stroke. Scared the living daylight out of me. Lucky I didn't die, but my whole left side, arm, chest, stomach, part of my leg went completely numb. I mean, I can still look at it. It wasn't a severe stroke, but it scared me so bad that I got rid of my friends. I got rid of the drugs. So that is my number 2. And number 3. And these are going to be 3 good ones. So, I met my wife. I was 30, I can't remember, 30-something years old. I met her, and we got married. And the next part is a little bit funny. We was getting ready to have kids, or we wanted to have kids. I think we was married for 3 years and decided to have a kid. And we wasn't having any luck at all. So we go to a fertilization clinic in Nashville, and they tell me that I have sperm that has 2 heads and they spinning around in circles. Like, what in the heck? And they said I couldn't have kids. So I said, okay. We was getting ready to adopt. I mean, we went through looking at adoption agencies, and I went to work, and my wife called me, and she said, I'm pregnant. And I said, what? She said, yes, I'm pregnant. And the only thing I could say was, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm not monetized. I said, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. That's the only thing I could say. I was so overwhelmed. I couldn't do nothing. Only thing I do is turn around and head back home. That was one of the best days of my life. One of them. All right, number 4. When Georgia was born, yeah, my wife's a diabetic, so they scheduled it for a C-section. She couldn't have a regular birth because her kidneys and all that there, so they didn't want to stress her out. But I got to go in, and they put me in a rabbit suit. Well, I call it a rabbit suit. It was a white suit. It was a hat and everything right there. And I was sitting behind the, I guess, operating table, and talking to Janice while they did the taking the baby out. All of a sudden, I heard Georgia cry, and then they brought her up, and they set her in my arms. It was the best feeling. I can't get me all choked up, but it was beautiful. All right, and number 5, and it's nothing like the rest of them. It is y'all. When I started my YouTube channel, I was like, it's not going nowhere, but I can videotape, and if I ever pass away, George can go back and watch them, and see her daddy talking and making a fool out of himself. And still, it's that way. That's why I make videos. But y'all make it so much better. This community, you just feel the love in homesteading and the prepping and all the people that's out there. It just was amazing how this community sticks together and helps, and how can I put it? Y'all just amazing. So, alrighty guys, I'm gonna get off here because I probably got this video 10 minutes long, and I will see y'all later, and y'all have a good one. Oh yeah, I have Nona Grace's video down below where you can go check out hers. So y'all have a great day and a better tomorrow. See y'all later. GoPro, shut off. GoPro, stop recording.